Well, I started making my diaries because I basically just wanted to document my journey moving from Stockport to London, and I just thought it was a really good way of keeping in touch with my friend Jo. Yep, I've just written a book. Yeah, and it was a great experience. I've never written anything before, but I just got the chance to put some of the stuff in the book that I wasn't able to put in the diaries, so it was really fun. When they said they wanted to put the diaries on TV, I was just really excited. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe something that started off as just a way for me to communicate with my friends and family was going to be on the telly. I don't know why they've been so popular. I just guess it's probably because people like to watch the life of an everyday teenager. Yeah. Well, actually, funny you should say that, but since I've stopped making the diaries, nothing ever happens to me. No, well, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm a normal teenager, and I quite often get people that message me and say, oh my God, that same thing happened to me, so, yeah. I wish that they'd voted for me to go on the sunrise date with Finn. At the time, I really wanted to go, but to be honest, I think it was probably best that they voted against it, because I wasn't thinking very clearly at that time. I wish they hadn't voted for that, because, you know, I think it's important to tell the truth, but I also think he maybe didn't need to know all the details. But I guess it's always good for someone to know, you know. But I guess the only shame is that, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to see Josh again, so. I was pretty upset when Josh put an end to our holiday. I was a bit gutted about that. So when we went on the road trip, I guess I just kind of fell for the first person I met. Sorry, Finn. But I mean, in the end, I don't think he was really right for me. When I got back from the road trip, I kept thinking about Finn, but I think that was probably because I couldn't get in contact with him. You know, and I just think it's a bit of a shame. I don't think me and Josh ever really had a chance to give it a go. Yeah, I've learnt lots about Sophia Taylor making the diaries. I've learnt that I quite often get things a bit wrong. And I don't know, sometimes if I've got a problem or something, you know, I don't deal with it very well. Whereas I could probably deal with it better. And I look back at the footage and I think, duh, Sophia, of course don't hack into your dad's email, you know, what was I thinking? I'd like to see myself doing things right. I don't know, just if I do have a problem, then just dealing with it in a calm way and a mature way, and I don't know, less door slamming. I think the most memorable dilemma was probably when me and Jill were trying to look for a replacement for Sean in the Spanners. And at the time, I guess we thought we knew what we were doing, but I reckon looking back on it, it was probably just our way of trying to deal with the grief of losing Sean. In my diaries, I've had some of my best moments with Sean, and I've also had some of the worst in dealing with his death. You know, I think we've all found it really difficult to move on. And it's hard to think about him without getting upset. But I guess I'm just really, really lucky that I had someone as special as Sean in my life. I've no idea. Honestly, I mean, why is it always the pretty, clever, popular people that turn out to be complete nitwits. I guess I just don't think we get on. She brings out the worst in me, and she probably says that I bring out the worst in her. Well, I guess it has and always will be Jo, but I mean, when I moved to London, Jill was my first friend, and I don't know, I just think the way she coped with things like finding out that her dad was alive and everything with Sean, I really admire her. I think she's a really strong person, and she's been there for me a lot. So I don't know, maybe 18 is the age where you realise you can have more than one best mate, so I'll pick them both. Well, before I got here to London, I expected it to be a big, dirty, unfriendly city. And it turns out it is a big, dirty, unfriendly city, but no, really, it's got loads of amazing places to go to, things to see, and the music, you know, loads of bands come to London to play, so I think everyone should give it a go living in London once in their life. I love it here, but, you know, I don't think I'll always be here. Dad and Emma were talking about moving, but I don't know if that's going to go ahead. I'm not sure that Dad would get much work outside of London, but we'll have to see. Yes, the book. It's out on Thursday, the 6th of November. And yeah, it's a really good read.